Good morning. Day 2 of our journey begins in western Nevada, just outside of Winnemucca. Stay tuned for updates throughout the remainder of the video. After an albeit not so great quality of sleep, we head to the dining car for a second breakfast on the train. For this morning, I selected the 3-egg omelet. This omelet is filled with Swiss cheese, tomatoes, red peppers, onions, ham, and tricolor potatoes. It also comes with a side croissant and orange juice. Overall, a solid diner-style breakfast. 3 out of 5 stars. After breakfast, we get ready for our first fresh air stop of the day. The scenery quickly changes from rural desert to the suburban areas surrounding the Reno metropolitan area. The train enters below ground and stops at the Reno Amtrak station. Reno Amtrak Station is unique as it's located in a train trench within the downtown area. This train trench was constructed to eliminate grade crossings. It greatly improved transportation and traffic flow. It was constructed between 2005 and 2006 at a cost of $280 million. We leave Reno after a short fresh air break and begin our long and winding ascent into the Sierra Nevada mountains. The Sierra Nevadas are a 400-mile-long mountain range that stretch from Southern California to Northern California. Some of the most notable landmarks within this mountain range include the Yosemite Valley, Mount Whitney, the highest point within the continental United States. For centuries, they formed a formidable barrier between Central California and the high desert of Northern Nevada. However, with modern transportation, we'll be able to cross this mountain range in a couple of hours. Our first stop in the Sierra Nevada mountains is Truckee, California. This town serves as a northern gateway to activities surrounding Lake Tahoe. It was originally settled as a refueling stop for the Transcontinental Railroad. We continue snaking through the Sierra Nevada mountains. After gaining a few thousand feet of elevation, we reach tunnel number 41, which travels under Mount Judah and nearby Downer Pass. This tunnel was constructed in 1925 and is over 10,000 feet long. Emerging from the tunnel, Donner Lake comes into view on the right side of the train. This iconic lake is the infamous resting spot for the Donner Party, which led an ill-fated expedition to California in 1846 and 1847. This party, led by George Donner and Hastings Reed, left Illinois in early 1846. Due to several misfortunes, including mistakenly taking a longer route, they ended up reaching the Sierra Nevadas much later than they had anticipated. The party got trapped near Donner Lake, and members began to pass away due to starvation and the cold. The remaining members, desperate to survive, turned to eating each other to survive. Out of the original 87 members, only 40 survived to reach California. This story reminds us all that even some of the prettiest scenery in the United States lies some of the darkest stories. With the sad story of Donner Lake behind us, it's lunchtime. Let's head to the diner car for our final meal on the train. As with yesterday, for lunch, there are 5 options available. These are the grilled chicken Caesar salad, artisan grilled cheese sandwich, natural Angus burger, grilled patty melt, plant-based Beyond Burger, and a savory chili bowl. This time, I decided to switch it up and selected the natural Angus burger. This burger is made from a quarter-pound beef patty with Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomato, red onion, condiments, and a soft burger bun served on top of it. It also came with a side of kettle chips. Overall, the burger was delicious. The patty was juicy, and the toppings added a nice crunch to the meal. The kettle chips were okay, but the fries would have been a little bit better. Butter cakes were once again served for dessert. These were good, but a little heavy for my taste. I would give this meal 4 out of 5 stars. Our train continues to wind through the Sierra Nevada mountains to the next fresh air stop in Sacramento, California. The scenery changes from mountains to the agricultural lands of the Central Valley. The train rounds a bend and we reach Sacramento, the last fresh air stop of the westbound California Zephyr. Sacramento represents one of the more unique stations on the Amtrak network. Instead of having the head house located right next to the platforms, The head house is located 500 feet away. This was done to facilitate more multimodal connections to the station. In addition to Amtrak long distance and California services, SAC-RT, and local buses serve the station, providing ample connections to the greater Sacramento area. Future plans call for the conversion of the 99-year-old station into a new type of public space, as California high-speed rail will require a station in a different part of the city. Time will tell how long this station will remain in its current configuration. We leave Sacramento and continue westwards towards the Bay Area. As our journey begins to wind down, it's time to review this train. I'll be rating this train in 4 categories: comfort, amenities, punctuality, and uniqueness. Each category will be rated out of 5, with 1 having a horrible rating and 5 having an excellent rating. For comfort, this train gets a 3. The seat pitch was great, and the seats themselves were really comfortable. This applies to seats in all other parts of the train. Unfortunately, the upper bunk left a lot to be desired with its tight spacing to the ceiling and narrow width, contributing to this mediocre rating. For the amenities, this train gets a 3. This train has a dining car, observation car, and a sleeper car with a shower. These are all great and make it acceptable to sleep on this train, even for multiple days. However, the amenities themselves are showing their age. For example, the roomette contains only 1 outlet, which is not good enough in today's age when multiple portable devices need to be charged. For punctuality, this train gets a 3. The train left Denver on time, got delayed by track work, and then arrived into Richmond earlier than scheduled the next day. Amtrak does not own the tracks that it rides on, but there could have been a better effort to keep trains running on a somewhat consistent schedule. And finally, the uniqueness. This train gets a 5. There are not many sleeper trains left in the United States, much less the world, and this alone warrants the high rating. The experience of traveling cross-country on a train was unique and cannot be overstated. Additionally, being able to sit in an observation car and enjoy some of the most beautiful scenery in the United States and eat some good food made it a memorable experience. I cannot say this enough. If you get a chance, consider booking an Amtrak long-distance train, especially on one of their western routes. The train takes a turn to the south and recrests the Carquinez Strait, an iconic natural landmark within the San Francisco area. This strait is 8 miles long and connects both the Suisun Bay with the San Pablo Bay. We will be reaching Richmond within the next 10 minutes. And here we are, Richmond, California, our stop on the train. Thank you for watching. Please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, and I hope you come back to the channel for future content. Goodbye!